Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to your biology class. And I am having an announcement that, as you know, that one chapter from biology portion is not in your board exam syllabus, and I have told you that from this chapter internal assessment will be there. You will get a notice from your school about the exam date, time, type. Okay, but it is most probably 18th January. Okay, I am telling you, it is most probably 18th January. The exam will be on 20 marks and all question type is MCQ. Okay, MCQ type of questions online exam. Okay, chapter is management of natural resources. Management of natural resources. Only that chapter, you have, as I know that you have checked the revised syllabus, and in the revised syllabus under this chapter there is written that the question, any portfolio or project or internal assessment will be there from this chapter, and questions will not be asked in your board exam from this chapter. Okay, that is why already your chemistry teacher, as I know in my previous class you have told me that your chemistry teacher has provided a project from this chapter, right? So have you started to write it down? Then write down the project. Okay, everyone, you have to make a project which Uday sir has told you, and I will take an internal assessment. So the 20 marks is full marks is, okay, start it. Okay, write it down, because you have to make it. There is a marks from this project, and as you know that what, no Samrat? Oh, you haven't started. Okay. So Uday sir will tell you. Okay, so as chemistry sir has provided this to you, so chemistry sir will tell you the submission date of the project. But before that, as I have told you that in an internal exam will be there from this chapter, 20 marks, 20 MCQs will be there, and I don't know, Nindo, because as you know that I teach biology, so I will know about the biology exam. As per I know that if in any subject you are having this type of internal assessment for your board examination, then these exams will be held. Okay. So as you know, from science this chapter is there. If you are having any portion from math or any other subject, so exams will held from these subjects also. Clear? So your subject teacher will tell you, and you will get information from your school. Okay. So read this chapter very carefully. In my next class I will help you to revise this chapter so that you can attend all the question answers from this chapter. Okay, so this is your homework. You have to prepare this chapter for the next class. That means in the next Wednesday you are having you will be having the all will be notified through your school. Okay, okay Anindo, all the information will be notified by school. So just wait, you will get it. I think tomorrow you will get it. Topic is natural management of natural resources. Srijan, you can open the book, chapter number 6, chapter number 16, management of natural resources, this chapter. Okay, so MCQ type of questions will be asked from this chapter only, and the total marks will be 20. And in the next class, that means Wednesday, you are having biology class. So on Wednesday I will ask you some questions from this chapter. Okay, so prepare this chapter for your exam. Clear everyone? Okay, very good. So come back to our environment chapter, which I was discussing, and in my previous class I have discussed first 3 questions from the exercise, and today I will start from the question number 4. So you will tell me the answers. After that I will sum up all the answers and I will tell you what is the perfect answer for this question. Okay. So let me tell you, the first question is, what will happen if we kill all the organisms in one trophic level? So the first question is that, what will happen if we kill all the organisms in one trophic level? What will happen if we kill all the organisms in one trophic level? The balance in nature will be disturbed. Very good. That means the total ecosystem will get destroyed. Okay, many people are typing. Let me wait for their answer. Very good, Ornella. The whole food chain will be destroyed and the environmental balance will be disturbed. Very good, Srijan. Anyone else? So what was the question? Let me repeat. Okay. If we kill all the organisms in one of the trophic level, then the other organism of the trophic level may get destroyed and the imbalance in the nature and the balance of the nature will get destroyed. Okay, very good. So what was the question? What will happen if we kill all the organisms in one trophic level? In my previous class, I have discussed about a question, that is, what is the role of producers in the ecosystem level. That time we have seen that what will happen if producers are not there. Like that, we have to know, we already know that what is the role of consumers, what is the role of decomposer. Then now we know the answer of this question also. So what will be the answer? If we destroy all the producers, then what will happen? Consumers will not get appropriate amount of food, right? So the consumers will die. Then what will happen? On the consumers, primary, secondary, tertiary, different levels are there. So they will die eventually, and at last decomposers also. So the total balance in the ecosystem will be destroyed or disturbed. Okay, so that is the correct answer. Come to the next question. Will the impact of removing all the organisms, let me repeat, will the impact of removing all the organisms in a trophic level be different for different trophic levels? So what will be the answer for this question? It is quite similar with the previous one, right? Tell me. Will the impact of removing all the organisms in a trophic level be different for different trophic levels? Tell me. And with that, another question is there, that can the organisms of any trophic level be removed without causing any damage to the ecosystem? can the organisms of any trophic level be removed without causing any damage to the ecosystem? No. Okay. Will the impact? No. No. Justify your answer. As every organism is dependent on each other, right? So the organism next to that organisms will die, on which the organism fate will increase. Very good. So let me repeat the question again. Will the impact of removing all the organisms in a trophic level be different for different trophic levels, and can the organisms of any trophic level be removed without causing any damage to the ecosystem? Right? So your answers are right. Okay? But whenever you are writing it, you need to elaborate. Okay? And elaboration is required. I think you can write it down by your own. So come to the next question. What is biological magnification? Will the levels of this magnification be different at different levels of the ecosystem? What is biological magnification? First question is, what is biological magnification? And with that, another question is there, will the levels of biomagnification be different at different levels of the ecosystem? So first you have to write what is biological magnification. So what is biological magnification? The accumulation and progressive increase in the concentration of non-biodegradable chemicals at different trophic levels in very good. Very good, Ornella. Asmita, any concentration of a toxin such as pesticides in the tissues of tolerant organisms at successively higher levels in a food chain. Very good. So, what is the main idea is that successive accumulation of non-biodegradable products in our food chain, right? So this is the actual meaning of biomagnification. Okay, so magnification is related to that biological part, that's why the term is biomagnification. You know the meaning of magnification term already, right? So this is the right answer. Now, will the levels of this magnification be different at different levels of ecosystem? Now tell me the answer of this question. How? If you are saying yes or no, you have to explain it. Why you are saying yes or why you are saying no? Yes, the amount of biology increase with the increase. Very good. So, can you give me an example? it will be better if you write down an example with the answer of this question. Can you tell me anyone? Already I have mentioned 2 to 3 examples. Any example? If a fish live in a polluted water and we consume, then no, Subrajyoti, you have to yes elaborate it. Like your example will be like this, that you are saying if a fish live on a polluted water, that means many pesticides can be used in the different crop fields. So these will be washed out and will be mixed into the pond water, right? So if a small amount of pollutants can be mixed in the pond water, then many small fishes are living inside that pond water. They are eating phytoplankton as their food or zooplankton as their food, right? So planktons, they are dependent on the planktons. So small fishes are eating many planktons. So from each plankton they are getting some amount of pollutant or any non-biodegradable material. Clear? And many small fish, as many small fish are eating many planktons, then many large fishes are eating many small fishes. And we are eating many large fishes. Right? So that is how the level is increasing. Okay. And another example Ornella has given, this one is also right, but you can elaborate also that how these pollutants are mixing inside the water. Okay. Clear everyone? And you can write down the percentage also. Okay. That from 0.002 ppm to it may be 0.2 ppm or 0.2 ppm, it is increasing like this. Okay, so for today that's it. In my next class I will ask you the question from the Management of Natural Resources chapter, and I will complete the exercise of this chapter. Okay, so thank you and bye bye everyone.